So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Rijkaard making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, this is the...
Kaká! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Roberto Baggio. He has... And he shoots! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Dembele deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
Neymar. That is good strength. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Has a look and plays it forward. Tries to play it through. Tonali driving on and making good progress. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Baggio. Neither side yet able to find the net. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he goes cross-field. Zanetti. What a throw in. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Mbappe stood up well to him there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Belletti. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Donatoni. And this is Torres. Crosses it in. And that has been cleared. Mbappe, out to the left it goes. He is through here. Great vision. There's the shot. It's there. A goal at a really telling moment. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 45 minutes is...
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Mbappe. Added time.
It's Tonali. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break. Pretty much played right into their hands. So no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Messi. He's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe goes for a shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was... the pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Roberto Baggio. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Now that looks a decent ball. Thuram gets it clear, and that's been won straight back. And it's Messi. Kaka can see things, others just about within shooting range. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And a cross. And that was very necessary. Belletti. And here's Messi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
That's the keeper's ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Torres. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Bangladesh clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Messi. Now it's Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? Just 5 minutes left. Very much into the last knockings.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now there's he's had a shot! And he hits the net. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. That was a given. It always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really...
That's at the end. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Their share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end.
don't talk, don't talk at all. It seems so critical to speak less critical.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium. Players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. He won't be happy with that one. Ambitious ball here. It's out of play for a goal kick. Great vision. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
De Bruyne.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Camavinga is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, can he get onto this? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
15 minutes till half-time. Xavi Alonso. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. Knocks it into space. Good read, needed to be. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Belletti. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Van Dijk is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Belletti. Back towards the middle. And here's Messi. Now it's De Bruyne. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! He's delivered all right!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And that's one of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And it's Neymar. Zanetti. And it's Cannavaro. And here's Shevchenko. Kaká tries a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Kaká has every disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Neymar. Some resolute defending there. Goulet. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Rijkaard clears, and it's Kaká. And this is Shevchenko. Messi. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Bangladesh really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Kaká! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Kaká clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution.
And we have our very first corner. Mignon claims it, safe hands. And now a sudden chance to counter. Timber, he's got away. That's a danger. And the finish! Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And they're not going to make any further progress now. No, he's not getting his way this time. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Goulet.
That pressing is so good. It's nice and early.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Pass somewhat off target. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Can he get away here? And he's on his way! Xabi Alonso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's managed to get free. And the number on the board is 3. And we're done. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team.
day your day, brother. You day your day, sister. You day your day, brother. You day your day, sister. You day your day, brother. You day your day, sister. You day your day.
Cause the sun will shine on the face of man. I don't see no guy can erase the plan. Some guy should have wise and understand what will be must be. We jump out on the road and we save the track and make it back to by the grace of. Some guy love talk but them face the back what will be must be.
Let me let that day and look at time to just now. I'm all happy, nobody like me, I can't shout. Many people that the world, not enough souls to make humans. And everybody know this life no balance.
Some guy love feel like them think I give them fin woman while then them think with him. Them think them know them just know the name what will be must be.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectancy and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things running. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Mbappe! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. Passers will always have an option with him.
Bellingham. Hazard. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Chance! He scored! That was a given. It always was.
It's shocking. The ease with to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Real chance! And that has fair fizzed. And we have our very first corner. Xavi Alonso with the short one. Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Great vision. Zanetti receives it in a wide position.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
That pass has been well intercepted. De Bruyne going full tilt down the left. He's making a real surge on the left. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Rice. And De Bruyne! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Neymar goes on a charge down the left. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Zanetti. Xavi Alonso.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive. That's a terrific interception. He's had a stellar game.
This looks promising. Aims beyond. Takes a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Serves up across. De Bruyne tries to clear. And it's Zanetti. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
An uncompromising challenge. And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitutions taking place.
And the second half gets underway.
Bangladesh can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He's going to be disappointed with that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's a really well-measured ball. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo proves just a little bit too strong. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Oh, that was vital. Tries to dink it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Belletti. Your impression so far, Jim?
Bangladesh are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Rice. De Bruyne. Now, who's going to be first to this? Played out to the left flank. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Zanetti does really well to win the ball there. Beckenbauer. Now, that looks a decent ball. Xavi Alonso. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Can he get on the end of this?
Bangladesh.
And there's the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
He's shifting through the gears here. Xavi Alonso gets it clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Zanetti. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No short.
These make my people got my head in the clouds, put my feet on the ground. Cause they'll care for me, they'll be there for me. They never let this get me down. And that's why now I make my people I'll spend it all when it hits December. Better put some respect on my name. Trust me, you don't wanna test my temper. When I need some retail therapy, my only enemy disrespecting, you know that's cheesing me and my people doing it properly. I always told you that you were special. When you forget is what I remember. Look through the window for your defender. I'm here, I don't have an agenda. Celebrate later, let's go now that me and my people are talking the town. Even my neighbors are moving wild, they know that. All I do now is make my people proud. Throw my head in the clouds, put my feet on the ground. Cause they'll care for me, they'll be there for me. They never let this get me down. And that's why now I'll make my people proud. Make your people proud. Gotta make all my people proud, so I put in the time every day of the week. I'm a star in the sky, they can see my shine, so I ain't been doing that hide and seek. Wanna move mumsy out of the ends, I've still got family back in Niger. Ain't got time for the online beef, so I stay vegan when I post online. Same day, but I'm going through changes. New day, a different fragrance. Live every day like it's your last. Ain't got time to be quick and complacent. Hop in a booth, I do it for them. The reason that I write these rhymes, I live one life, I can't waste time, that's why. All I do now is make my people proud. Throw my head in the clouds, put my feet on the ground. Cause they'll care for me, they'll be there for me. They never let this get me down. That's why now I'll make my people.
Well, football is, of course, ultimate game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Looking for the run. Threads one in. He's being urged to shoot. Alex Ramiro gets it away. He is through here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Good ball, good take.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And smartly reclaimed. And it's Kaka. Belletti. Kaka. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. No foul, says the referee. Inzaghi is onto this. Sule. Kaka. That has ended up in no man's land. Sule has a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Sule plays it short. And he lines up a cross. And they've got rid. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he get it through? Trossard. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now it's Inzaghi, and he cuts out the supply. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. is a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now that looks a decent ball. That pass isn't the best. And that has sent him sprawling. Rijkaard. And the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through.
Galatasaray have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And that's going up front in a hurry. Spread out to the left. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Xavi Alonso. And it's Kaka. Kaka will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Sule. He's in a great position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, terrible pass. Not the most accurate pass. And that was very necessary. Kaka tries to pass it through. Now this could be a chance. He's had a shot!
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything...
Rijkaard! No, not the best of pairs.
Coming on the field. Number 20. Osimhen. Mason Greenwood. Number 7. Mbappe.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive. Bangladesh truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Galatasaray clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a sharp pass.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Oh, what a mistake!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 1 minute.
90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Neymar. Oh, that's neat. And that is as far as it goes. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. The noise is just about reaching a window here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Now that's well seen too. That's a shade optimistic. What a throw in. Not the most accurate pass. Schneider. And here's Batistuta. Not the most convincing of passes. That is ended up in no man's land. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Can he get it through? Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that.
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cannavaro. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Messi. Oh, good spread. Cristiano Ronaldo. Big chance!
Oh, fine stop from the keeper. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
first corner.
Coming on to replace him is number 19.
Xabi Alonso plays it short. That'll be a throw. Madrid deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to.
Batistuta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's Zanetti. Tries a measured ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Neymar. It's a searching pass. Zanetti. Now, can they get him away? Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good pressure, determined, intense. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's picked it up out wide. Neymar. Now he's got space here. Zanetti. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
There will be 1 minute.
Cannavaro goes long. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Bangladesh really have looked a bit disjointed to me. Their passing has let them down in key moments, but that's also due for the need of better movement to create more options in the danger areas, something the manager, I think, has to stress to them now.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goal change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Played into space out wide. Oh, sweet feet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And Messi! Messi! Oh, that is beautiful!
And you know, this could well prove to be a pivotal moment in the match too. One of the star names scoring an absolute cracker to change the complexion of this second half. In front once more, and with momentum.
After 53 minutes.
And that will surely go down as goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Batistuta! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Zanetti cuts out the pass. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard. It's a pretty loose pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Floated through. And this is Batistuta. And that should get the job done. And that's another good win of the ball. Pass is just off target. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Bangladesh clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It'll be a throw-in. Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe is onto this.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they...
Goes for a shot! It's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Choose field.
Good switch, that.
Neymar. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the shot! It's there! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous fit.
And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Bangladesh definitely came out on top simply because they were allowed to march through the middle. Something they jumped onto nice and early and continuously exploited.
So